Hi.
Well, hello.
So this is Etched in Stone, Stories of Appalachia, the first episode, and you are
Sheila Browning.
my mamaw. So thanks for coming and being the first one. We're just going to ask some questions, and you tell us all the stories, all the details.
Okay.
Okay? But first...
I'll try to remember because you know I am elderly.
Well, you're not that old.
Almost 80.
Well, we will start with how long have you lived here in Peebles?
I've lived here in Peebles. Let's see, when me and Larry got married, and we moved into town and bought our house in 1972, I think.
Wow. So it was Peebles like then? Because I wasn't born yet.
Yeah, it was lively, and it was busier than what it is now. You know, now they've torn down so many places that used to be here. You know, you drive through town now, and you just see all these empty spots that used to have. And they've changed the roads. They've just been a lot of changes in town.
What was one of your favorite places in town, like building-wise, or a business? Was there any cool place back then?
Yes. Old Jewish woman, Miss Schwartz, she had Schwartz's department store. And I always loved to go in there because she always had the best stuff. You know, it wasn't none of this Dollar Tree stuff. Mm-hmm. But she would have all kinds of things like that. But she'd talk to you from the time you walked in the door till you paid for it and got out.
So where was that store at? Like, where at now?
It's across from the bank, the Fifth Third Bank, the big, tall building. I think there's apartments in there now. And the one guy that lives there always has plants sitting out front on the steps.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That was her store.
Oh, nice. Did Papa ever go in there with you? Or did he not like shopping like that?
No, Larry wasn't a shopper.
Well, before you came to Peebles, we're going to go back a little ways. Where were you born?
I was born in Harlan County, Kentucky. That was at the end of the Appalachian Mountains. But Harlan County, yeah. And the name of the town was Benham.
Were you born in a hospital? Or did...
Yes, I was. And that hospital now, we went back to see that place, years ago with Mother and my Aunt Pauline. Mm-hmm. And it's just, it's a house. It wasn't a hospital. It's a house. It was just somebody's big house that was sitting there on the hill.
Oh, well then. Were you named after anybody in your family?
Oh, I probably was, but I don't know. Mother never did tell me. She just thought that was a pretty name for a pretty baby.
I'm sure you were a pretty baby. How do you properly pronounce Appalachia?
Me?
Yes, you. How do you pronounce it?
I say Appalachia.
Okay. Just curious. What did your parents do for a living?
Mother was a stay-at-home mother after she married my daddy. And Daddy was into coal mines and logging. That's about all we done. And fighting.
Fighting?
Yeah. Back in them days, the miners, they were trying to unionize, and a lot of them didn't want to do that, so they all kind of carried guns on their... Daddy didn't carry one just back here.
Good old boys back then, huh?
Yeah, he's a good old boy.
How many siblings do you have?
I had 4. There was 5 of us kids. I'm the oldest. My sister Patricia is next. And after her was my brother Randy, who has since passed away. He was killed in a car wreck here in Adams County. And then Karen, and then Timmy. And back then, us kids, Mother would send us out, and she'd be cooking, and we'd play in the hollers. We'd play up in the hollers, because that's what all was down there in Harlan County was hollers.
But what is a holler?
A holler? Mm-hmm. Well, it's so mountainous and it goes up and down that a holler was just a divided place in the mountains where you'd run up and build a house, and the houses were all in hollers. And they were so shabby. Now they are, but back then they was probably all right. I liked it, and I have so many fond memories of down there, playing with my cousins, and because everybody kind of lived around together, and we played, outside all the time. I've swung on grapevines, and which was fun until the grapevine broke, and then you'd fall.
Were you
hard.
over water or on hard ground?
Both. Just wherever there was a grapevine. Mm-hmm. We'd climb apple trees and eat the apples and then get a bellyache.
Why? Because you ate so many?
Yeah.
Oh.
Me and Carol Fain did. That was my cousin. She's my aunt. We'd also, they had an old Guernsey cow. My mom and Papa did. And that old cow, she was just the best little thing. And we'd go in, they had her in a little pen-like thing. And me and Carol Fain would go in there and play, and we'd get some old dresses or something and put over her and feed her and do stuff like that.
Oh, that's fun.
And we always liked to play. And we'd dress up and play house, that kind of things. We lived in a 20-foot trailer, and all of us lived in that camper. We lived in Tazewell, Tennessee, and we'd always come over across the mountain to Marshtown, and on Friday nights, because we wanted to watch wrestling. That was a big to-do back then, was going to the wrestling. I just wish a lot of the kids nowadays could have that kind of experience, but they don't.
Could learn to play in a holler with nothing but sticks and rocks.
Right.
And did you have any dogs or stuff to play with?
We always had a dog.
What was your favorite dog growing up?
Well, it'd be a coonhound.
Was that the only dog you had?
When I was smaller, as I got bigger, I had dogs. I had a collie, and I just loved her. And I did get a collie after I moved to Ohio. And I do say Ohio.
Okay, so when did you move to Ohio? Ohio, I can't even say it.
When I was a freshman in high school.
Oh. How many schools did you attend up until your freshman year? Or were you just too many to count? Or
I went to Morristown, Tennessee. I went to that one my whole first year, grade 1. Mm-hmm. But my second grade through freshman in high school, I was in schools all over the place.
I heard that you spent one day at a school. Is that how often you guys moved, as you were at a school for one day?
Yes, I was in a school. We got there, and I started school on Friday, and I went that Friday, and Daddy come in from work Saturday evening, and they'd moved him someplace else, so we just loaded up and left.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy.
All my stuff was at school.
Oh, so you just had to leave it?
Yeah, you couldn't go back and get it.
Did you guys have June bugs where you were from?
Yeah.
Did you play with them at all?
Yeah.
What'd you do with June bugs?
Oh, yeah, and the June bugs, that was what was fun, because we'd catch them, and then we'd put them in, just hold them, and we'd get a little string and put on them around their leg, and that always try to fly. And you go outside and you hold the string, and them little boogers would just fly all around, and they go here and there. And they'd fly, and eventually it'd pull their leg off. Then we'd just go get another. We didn't have services for them or nothing. They just died.
Oh gosh. Did you have any chickens, ducks, any kind of those animals growing up?
Oh, yeah. Chickens all over the place. Because back then, way back then, that was your food. And we have to run them all over the yard to catch them so we could wring their necks.
Oh my gosh. And you did that?
I tried, but I never could kill mine.
Why?
I'd wring its neck, and it'd just keep flopping all over the yard. Papa would have to come get it.
Was that not awful?
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't know that I could do that.
If you had to, you would. Back in them days, you would.
Yeah.
If that was how you was going to get your dinner,
Well, I guess.
was wringing the chicken's neck.
I think I'm all right. So once you said you moved to Ohio your freshman year, right? Is that what you said? Mm-hmm. So how many schools from freshman year until you graduated?
From my sophomore year till I graduated, went out Locust Grove.
Did you like it out there?
Yeah. Yeah, there was like 17 kids in my class, in the graduating class.
And you were a cheerleader.
Yes,
How many cheerleaders were on your squad?
3.
Oh, that's it?
That's all we had.
Oh.
The ball team out there at Locust Grove, back in them days, you didn't run around and go on buses and everywhere like you do now to different ball games. Just a lot of little stuff.
So in school, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to join the service.
You did?
Yes, but
Which
my
one?
daddy put a stop to that. He said, there ain't no daughter of his going to go in the military. So I just changed my mind, and I didn't know what I wanted to do.
So when did you meet Papa?
I met Larry when I was going out to Franklin School, Locust Grove. He was a sophomore, and I was a freshman because we moved there then. And I do remember he had a Ford Fairlane, a white one. And we were coming, Mother was bringing us in. We was coming into town for something from out on the hill. And he come in, just tore that car, turned around, went up, and Mother said, I better not ever catch one of my girls in a car with that man.
And then you wound
Little
up
did
married.
she know. And Laurie had asked me out while I was a cheerleader, and I wouldn't go with him because I didn't like him. I thought he stuck up.
Well,
Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm. He really was.
I'm sure he was back then.
Yeah, he was. But we was going on a hayride. The school was, the high school. Going on a hayride. And they wanted Larry to get his wagon and put, straw and hay and stuff like that in it and pull them around. He said, no, the only way I'll do that is if you can get Sheila to come. So I went, and he took me home, me and Tricia, and that was it. He planted a kiss on me, and I thought, oh, my goodness, a man that can kiss like that, I'm going to keep him. They
And you did, didn't you?
Yeah, they got to be a good kisser.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you end up with 4 kids.
Yes. So we got married, and see, I graduated in May, and we got married in September the 4th that year.
Were you even 18 yet?
No, I was just 17.
Yeah, and if you got married on September 4th, you would have turned 18 just what, a couple weeks later?
2 more weeks.
What'd Mama and Papa think about that?
But Daddy didn't like it,
Oh.
and Mother didn't like it. But I liked it. So
Yeah. I liked it.
I won out. So we married in 64. And that's a long time ago.
So had you had a job yet?
Okay, I worked over at Plum Run Stone Division.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in the office, and I worked that job until I got pregnant with Missy,
And how
your
long?
mother.
Mm-hmm. How long was that you worked there until you quit?
I think it was about 4 years.
And then did you just stay home while you were pregnant with Mom? Or
No,
did you go to work somewhere
I
else?
worked up till I was about to spit her out.
Oh. And then you said you left there. Did you stay home with her after she was born?
Yeah, I stayed home with Missy for a couple of years. But by then, I was pregnant with Becky.
When did you guys buy your first house or build your first house?
First house we built was the one out on,
On Cemetery Road?
yeah. We built that tri-level out there. We lived in a trailer in the backyard because we first had that trailer. And we built that house, and it was nice. We just thought it was so nice, a big split level.
So then after Plum Run, working there, where'd you work?
After I left Plum Run, the mayor here in town, which was, what was his name? Yeah, Jody Adkins, called me and wanted me to come up here and work, and I did. You know, you needed the money back in them days, just like you do now. And I went up there and worked. I was clerk. Well, I worked down here at the old municipal building, one with the real tall tops, the one they just tore down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I worked there. And then somebody from over at the courthouse, Alan Foster, who was the assistant prosecuting attorney, he called and wanted me to come to work over there. And I didn't want to leave, and he told me what they'd pay, so I went. I wanted to make the money. So I worked over there for Alan and Bob, and at the courthouse for 16 years. I think it was 16 or 17 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I really liked the work as a paralegal. So it was just nice working over there.
And it wasn't too far from home.
No, it wasn't that far. And it was hard for a babysitter because I had to get a babysitter for Samantha. And I hated that part of it.
Yeah. Because you didn't have to have a babysitter for the other three?
No, they went to school.
Well, I mean, when they would have needed a babysitter, you would have been available, right? You didn't have ones for them. So Sammy was your fourth kid was your first one that you ever sent to a babysitter. Yeah, I couldn't do it either. I kind of already asked you this at the beginning, but what did town look like? Like, I know there's a lot of empty buildings and stuff now, but like, are the houses really nice? Were they really run down? Were
No,
businesses nice?
Town was a lot nicer then. The stores, were better. They were, people take care of them. It wasn't like they started getting run down like they are now. It's, you know, times change, and some people, the buildings get old, and they don't have the money to do what has to be done, because when you live in town, you always have ordinances to go by, or what you can do and what you can't.
So did you have like an
Gosh.
outskirts of
Yes, I
Sorry,
thought
I didn't warn you
something was
either.
coming after me.
like outskirts of town? Like we have West Union and Chillicothe's like 45 minutes, or Eastgate. Were those available then too, or was there something closer that was more convenient? Did you have close towns kind of like what we have now?
No,
Or did you utilize them, I guess?
no, we didn't go out of town to do no shopping or nothing like that. We just used what was here in town. Like I said, Miss Schwartz's store didn't have a Dollar Tree or nothing.
Well, was Save a Lot here? Or did you have a different grocery store?
We had a different grocery store. That was,
IGA. IGA. So that was the only grocery store in town?
yep. Unless you'd buy something off of, somebody selling on the street. A lot of people, when the gardens was in the summer, they'd always bring stuff in. You could get stuff like that.
Did you have a garden?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious. I always had the biggest garden. One year, I canned 100 quarts of tomato juice.
Oh my gosh.
And I had, I don't know, 50-some quarts of green beans, corn. Of course, some of the green beans we'd chuck so you could have them dried. You just get a needle thread and you stick through that and pull it through. And them was called shuck beans.
And what was the purpose of those?
To eat.
Oh. Why?
No, shuck beans are good. When you cook them, they just kind of melt down.
I didn't
And
know
that was good.
Oh.
And we also had a little pony out there. Missy rode him all the time.
What horse was that? That's not Trigger, is it? Oh. Well, I heard that he or she took Neil into a pond with Neil on his back.
Yes, because Neil was just riding him to death out there
Oh.
in that big old field behind the house. He was just riding him. The poor little thing was sweating. And it finally we had a pond back there, and it just went back there. Just went
lay
back
down.
there and took him right with him. Missy broke her
Arm.
arm showing him at the fire. We took him to the fire one year.
Bucked her off.
Yeah, he did. Right out there in the front of the grandstand.
Oh, couldn't have done it at home or if she didn't have an audience.
No.
Had to do it in front of everybody.
Everybody had to see it.
Do you think, in your eyes, it was convenient to raise your family here in Peebles?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was very glad to raise my family here.
Good.
Because Peebles was such a nice little place. And we didn't go out of town a whole lot.
What are some of the most important things you've learned in life?
Oh, my goodness. Most important things I've learned. I guess one of the things I've learned is you can't trust everybody. People all will talk about you, not to your face, but when you get away. And I learned that, pick your friends wisely and keep them.
Yeah, I agree. Well, that kind of goes along with this. What advice would you give to someone my age?
Just enjoy it. You know what? You just enjoy it because you don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. And you don't know what's going to happen. And just live for the minute, I tell you, just because you just don't know. The next thing you know, you'd be old like me, pushing 80 instead of pushing 30. Like where you are. Don't just all the time wishing you someplace else. You want to live somewhere else. Just enjoy this one.
I'm trying to.
Yes. There's just so many things. And, you're married, you got the sweetest little child there is, my great-grandchild. She is sweet as she can be. And I could probably talk a while about her. But
Okay, switching it up just a tad. So, who was the wisest person you've ever known, and what did you learn from them?
wisest person I ever known was my boss, Robert Castor. When I was working for him, he was a very intelligent lawyer.
Was he at the courthouse, I'm guessing?
Yes,
Okay.
he was the assistant prosecutor.
Oh, okay.
The same as Alan was. He was very intelligent. He could just tell you something from years ago, or, he could remember all the cases that he'd had and everything. And he was just really intelligent. He was a smart man, very smart.
And what was just one thing specifically that you learned from him that you still use or still think about?
You learn a lot from different people, a little here and a little there. But he was always so good. He was intelligent and never lie. Don't lie. He would not put up with anybody telling a lie. So that's probably the best thing I learned from him.
Do you have any special sayings or traditions that you and Papa might have started, or maybe you had as a child that flooded over into your adult life? Any traditions or?
Everybody getting together and having big meals and talking, and the kids would be outside playing, running after each other. We played tag a lot.
Did you
And I
learn?
don't see kids playing that nowadays. But that's what we liked. Was just being together and my papaw, mother's daddy, that's the house we always went to, was his house. And there's a place over there called Black Mountain, and he would always go over there and he caught snakes, rattlesnakes.
Ew.
He had bin after bin of rattlesnakes there at the house. And he'd get his little poker thing, and he'd get them up, and he'd wave them, just put them around. And I think he sold them to people but he kept a lot of their skins. He had the skins laying all over the place.
Oh my God.
Yes.
In the house?
No, Mama wouldn't let him bring them in the
Oh,
house.
okay.
She put her foot down,
Oh, yeah, I probably would too.
her big one.
Okay, well, describe yourself as a child or a teenager. How would you describe yourself?
How would I describe me? I am this amazing almost 80-year-old woman. I'm just beautiful, and I just sit around and everybody likes me. Well, no. How would I explain myself?
As a child or teenager, like describe you back then. I didn't know you back then.
Well, I was a cute little old girl. I was pretty.
Did you?
I'll have to show you a picture of me sometime.
Yeah. But were you energetic? Were you shy? Were you?
I wasn't real energetic, but I was shy.
Did you get in trouble a lot, or were you a good kid?
No, I avoided getting in trouble. Because back then you got the switch.
No thanks.
you get your legs twiddled with a switch, and it'd hurt.
And the last question I have kind of is, what memories or stories can you tell about your grandparents?
Oh my
Or if you have a
goodness.
special memory with them, any of
Well,
them?
BT, Papa, he's the one that had the rattlesnakes.
Oh.
And Mama was just good in the kitchen cooking. She just cooked everything, and always cooked big pots of whatever she had. She always just had big kettles. But Mama and Papa, Alan, they lived a lot of different places. They lived up a lot of hollers.
Well, is there anything else you would like to talk about? Any stories that came to mind while we've been talking? Because I am out of questions.
Oh, I think we've talked enough, don't you? My mouth's getting dry.
You have water.
I know. But if I swallow it, he's going to hear it.
Just move way back. Well, I have no questions left, and I think that was great. That was really nice to hear all those stories. And
Well, you made
See
me
ya.
you made me recall a lot of times.
well, now you get to just think of all the memories that were just brought back to you for the next few days or weeks.
Yeah, I'll go home and think of all kinds of stuff that I couldn't remember up here at the snap of a finger.
You'll be calling me tomorrow and be like, I should have told you this. You're going to want to come back up and do a part 2, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all I have. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I loved it.
I enjoyed it.
Me too.
And I love you.
I love you too. Okay. That was so good.